Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World, and we're at the Fall-In Dealers Hall. A giant room. Oh my gosh, it's Goober the Traveling Bear wearing his Chucklehead shirt. Alright, well, we're going to check out the dealer hall. We'll try not to pan too fast, and we'll just hit a little bit of everything. For these overseas people, you can see what we have at a convention here in America. Wow. Flames of war. A lot of flames of war. Endless flames of war. A lot to see here at the dealer hall, the vendor hall. Well, I'm just doing the perimeter for now, but of course they have board games here at the vendor hall. They have Fighters of the Pacific. That's a great game there. Memoir 44. Lots of everything. Griffin's Lair is here. Very cool. What do we have here? More Warhammer. All right. Man. I gotta say, this dealer hall has a lot of everything in it. Old Glory 15s. They have a clearance sale, $8 a bag. Alright. Then of course we have Cotton Jim. Well, this dealer booth, this employee doesn't seem very interested in working with me. He's just sitting there. And then we have Justin in the background on the telephone. The dealer hall, if you can't find it here, you won't be able to find it. Wellington's Victory. Alright. We'll seeing a lot more 3D printer people here. There we have one of the HMGS board members, Mr. Kevin from England. Correct?
That is correct.
Hey! All right. More 3D printed stuff. My goodness gracious. Casemate Publishers. Now, he's out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Quite famous. Let's go into the next room.
You don't rent 365.
The next area we have board games.
We definitely got our fill of good stuff.
All right. Put back 1759.
Have these in tote bags and put them home, but at the same time, some people just like, my car's already full. Because this is a mini.
All right.
They got their cars full. If anybody wants any of these, we will ship them to your house as long as you live in
Columbia
the USA
Games
for free.
Mr. James, can you tell me about Columbia Games?
Well, Columbia Games was started by three gentlemen, Tom Dalgleish, Lance Guttridge, and Lord help me, I can't remember the other person's name, but they made their games in British Columbia like 50 years ago. And now, even now they have all these games here that you see, the originators of the block war game. And, it is the idea that you have a fog of war, which is so important in any kind of war game. And a lot of games don't have that. And with our blocks, they allow you to. You can see with the blocks that you can see your unit's strength, but you can't see your opponent's strength. And it's that fog of war that is so important in wargaming. So by all means, if you haven't checked out Columbia Games' product yet, check out, the first one I would check out would be Julius Caesar, which is one of the top 100 war games of all time on Board Game Geek, because it kind of bridges the gap between, for war gamers and regular board gamers. You'll reach a more wide breadth of people. We kind of like to say that we trick war gamers into playing a Euro game and trick Euro players into playing a war game.
Well, that's really neat. War of 1812, I think I bought that. Can you talk about War of 1812 for a moment?
Well, that one, it means
I think I had that 30 years ago.
Yeah, well, this one means a little bit something to me because this also has the Battle of Lake Erie in it as well. And
fully Goober approved.
Basically, this is from one of the battles came place in my hometown of Erie, Pennsylvania, where Oliver Hazard Perry was involved in with the brig Niagara. And that became a big thing, and it was one of the things that when we redo this to make it look like, because this is the old style of gaming, now we got the newer style of production, that we are going to hopefully include Oliver Hazard Perry in the new game. That's what I'm hoping for when Tom takes another look at it.
All right, and last but not least, how can someone buy one of these awesome games?
Well, they can just go to ColumbiaGames.com right now, and you'll find some great deals. We have a great November deal going on right now where you're going to get double the game dollars. What are game dollars? Basically, for every $10 you spend, you get an extra dollar for a future purchase, and you get $2 now for every $10 for right now, and free shipping for any order over $149 worldwide. Australia, are you listening?
All right. Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for putting up with Goober the Traveling Bear.
Right on. Have a good day.
Thank you. So, Miss Brandy, what game do we have here? Consortium?
Yeah. So the Consortium is a completely miniatures agnostic fantasy skirmish war game. It's campaign driven. It can be as RPG light or intensive as you want it to be. And it's really literally meant to be your setting, your minis, and just our rules. All of our rules to play can fit on one sheet for the most part.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Most of our book is an extensive trait system, so you can literally build whatever you want. 40 plus replayable missions, and lots of random events. You've got travel events, in-game events, after-game events, post-game activities. It's really, we're really excited to be here. And
well, really cool. And what sort of demo table you have?
So we've just got some jungle. Really, the setting can be anything, but we chose a jungle with a pyramid.
And what are these, lizard guys?
Yep, those are lizard guys. We set this up to be a pitch battle, so depending on how many people show up, we'll give that many lizard men and we'll just give it a go, roll some dice, and fight each other.
All right, and I guess I have to ask a question, and Goober the Traveling Bear says it's fully approved.
Okay, good.
How does someone order some of this wonderful stuff?
All right, so we do have the consortium.card.co is our website.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know if you can pause it.
I'm following you. Oh, can you just hold that up?
code.
And there we go. We have 3 seconds. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. Well, it was really nice to interview you. Thank you for putting up with Goober the Traveling Bear. All right. Well, this convention has a lot of terrain, and I mean, they have all kinds of terrain, 3D printed stuff, laser stuff. There's Hawks Wargamers everywhere. You see them in their blue shirts. So there is just so much at this event. It's unreal. This boat looks really cool. Hey, I wonder if it's going to go into the Baltimore Harbor. I live in Baltimore sometimes, and it really messed up our bridge. Really neat. All right, everyone. There's Evil Bob's miniature painting. Evil Bob is looking old. I remember when he didn't have a beard and didn't have gray hair.
We're all much older now.
I'll pause. All right, I had to talk to Evil Bob because his little one's no longer little, 8 years old. My God, it seems like yesterday he was posting pictures of the newborn. Some of the cool stuff that Evil Bob's painting does. Now we're going to sweep to the left, everyone, and I'll go slow so you don't get sick. Check this thing out. Amazing. And can we ask, what does something like this cost, Evil Bob?
Miniature Building Authority prints the castle. The castle costs $600, and my painting costs $1,250.
So a combination price point of around $3,000 roughly?
No, about 1900.
1900. Incredible. Incredible shading. And it's 28 millimeter roughly? Okay.
Each level is all detailed.
My gosh.
It's basically a game table all in one. You can lay it all out on the table.
So this is something you really don't want to bring to a convention now. This is where you want to war game with this at home with your guys. Because you don't want a Yingling spilled on this thing. You had to be at my Fort William Henry game earlier today. You'd understand.
No beer at the table. You got to have it off to the side.
All right, and someone wanted to purchase something like this or see about painting. I see your card is right here. There we go. There's the code. Evil Bob's Miniature Painting. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Well, this convention has a lot of board games too, besides miniatures. Here we have a very famous board game person, Mr. Steve. Yes. You need to have Paul with you.
Well, it's a long trip.
Yeah, well, against the odds is wonderful games. And there we go. Anything new coming out?
Well, this is our newest releases here.
All right.
And then this will be the next issue.
This is the next issue. Well, your games are fantastic. Your Wake Island game is very good. Oh,
Sadly out of print.
my new Wake Island game was released today.
Okay, all right. Good
Oh.
luck.
Thank you, thank you.
We'll catch the whole canopy, you know.
I-
Stock is around the corner.
I have to go bug Steve yet.
Okay.
Well, here we are at the Age of Glory booth. And Steve is very busy, so we can't bother him. He does have an assistant working for him. Hi, Steve. You keep working. I want to your other employees. You're lazy like usual.
He's trying to sell board games. I cut him a break this time.
All right. Well, he's not very functional like always.
Oh, well.
Hey, I hope you sell lots of stuff.
Thanks, Bill. Always good to see you.
The amount of stuff for sale in the dealer hall is incredible. I want to point out Gil's workshop. He makes display cases and carry cases for your wargame figures. Really cool. Look at that. It's a nice display case. Carrying case for your armor. Well, here are some more really neat terrain pieces. I mean, look at the shading on this. Wow. Really neat. Look at the detail of the courtyard. Just phenomenal. We'll swing over here to this side of the village. Wow. Alright, look at the graffiti written on the wall there. I mean, isn't that cool if you had a zombie game, futuristic world? Really cool. Here's the Heavy Gear, and they were awesome at the Historicon event. I did a couple videos of them, and they have some really neat products.
And then when we stopped doing the Heavy Gear Arena,
Well, here we are at the Blue Panther booth, and Mr. David Shaw is here, fully Goober approved. So we have all kinds of Blue Panther products here, including Weiss Fork, War of 1812, all of the wonderful games by the Historical Wargaming Company and Stephen Kling, correct?
Yes, sir.
And his Yorktown game is sold in Gloucester, Virginia at the Yorktown Museum. 2 sites there, which is sort of cool. Goober hand-pawed them, delivered himself. Wow. Blue Panther has a brand new game out by me today. It's called Wake Island. Well, over here we have the Pursuit for John Wilkes Booth. And this is by Ryan and Wes, and Goober has been making videos all along Route 301 for the route that John Wilkes Booth took, which is very cool. And one of the most famous war games out there, Into the Whirlpool by Herman. All right, and Ryan is here, and Wes too. I have the Blue Panther team here, and we have
Dave Shaw, Herman Lutman, Wes Crawford,
and Ryan Hallman with
Goober the Traveling Bear. And we'll start left to right. What are you doing here to help out Blue Panther?
I am trying to sell as many of Bill's games as I possibly can.
And Herman, what do you have out new? You're the hottest game designer in the world.
Well, thank you for that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm demoing Into the Whirlpool, Tattered Flags #1.
And Wes, I know you and Ryan are working hard on
At the Pursuit of John Wilkes Booth.
And
that's our co-design, and we're demoing it and playing with people.
Yes.
All right.
Coming out soon. We're
what do you
working
think?
on some artwork. Getting
November,
out.
December?
A little later than that, probably. Probably we're looking like January at this point.
All right, and come back to all four of you. I'll come back in a little bit. You guys have anything special you want to say before we close out the Blue Panther video?
Thank you for all your support.
Thank you.
All right. And all the beers are on Ryan tonight, according to Goober.
That's right.
Is that
All right.
what happens
Thanks,
when I hold
fellas.
you?
Bye,
Happy
Blue
travels.
Panther Games.
Thank you. Take care.
Keep up your great work.
What's new here at the Cotton Jim booth?
Well, Cotton is helping a gentleman who passed away in a estate sale for a man by the name of Dave Burton, and we've been helping his wife sell some of his estate, as well as Cotton Jim's products as well.
Wow. Anything super cool that you want to tell me about? It'll be at the Williamsburg Muster if it doesn't sell here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There's really, it's the same stuff he normally carries.
All right.
And of Saga and so on. He'd be a better person to ask that too, but he's around here someplace.
So are you taking Goober out bar hopping at Williamsburg Muster in February?
I thought you did that.
Well, I got to run his San Luana at the game convention.
Yeah, okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
How'd your game go today?
We did great. We're going to start again at 5 o'clock.
Excellent.
Well, thank you.
Say good.
Well, they have some really cool old American Heritage games. I just had to stop and zap that. Tank Battle, Dogfight, Broadside, Dogfight, Battle Cry, and Carrier Strike. How cool is that? All right, I got to get back to Fort William Henry. I'm going to close this video out. We stopped and talked to several different war gamers, game dealers, and it's just wonderful to see so many nice people here at this convention site in the wonderful dealer hall. So we're gonna say safe, be kind, and be courteous. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And there's a lot of product here.
Hello, Goober.
You guys ready?
Yeah.